Yeah, yeah. Sitting low in the bucket, windows cracked, the block smells like rain and burnt rubber. I blow a circle, watch it float away. Pieces of ghosts I keep chasing. The strap is heavy under the seat. Better to have it than not need it. I remember the look on his face before the siren cut through the air. Now I'm just breathing, trying to stay level. Every cloud I exhale is a prayer. The bass is thumping against my spine, keeping the demons from climbing inside. The pavement is cold, the night is long, just trying to find where I belong.
Lost in the rings, let them spit. Heavy lungs, thick skin. One more pull before the morning. The world is quiet just for now, just for now, just for now.
Keep it spinning. I seen too much for 25 years. The asphalt remembers the blood and tears. I bought a fat change to feel heavy, otherwise I might just drift off. They got cameras on the light poles watching me count what I earn. I fold the bill, dig deep, thinking about my son in his sleep. I don't want him to know this life. The adrenaline spike, the sharp knife, but the smoke keeps the visions blurred. Only the rhythm is what I heard. The homies are gone or locked away. I'm just the one who got to stay. Spin away. Yeah. Keep it chill. Just a moment of peace. West Coast style. Don't look back. Cracking the fresh sail, green scent hits the night air. High volume on the track, let the bass rattle chest. Saluting the legends hanging on the brick wall. They paved the narrow path through the thickest brush. Now the crew sits on the stoop, slowly exhaling. Thick gray clouds rising up toward the pale moon. No frantic movements here, we keep it strictly calm. Every deep pull is a lesson learned from the past. Dusty crew spinning steady under the sharp needle. Head nodding heavy to the rhythm of the kick drum. Keeping eternal fire burning for the ancestors. Deep mental meditation. Third eye staying wide open. Respect the complex architecture of the rhyme. Solid kings watching us from the high balcony. Heavy wool coats, eyes low, heart beating steady. The vibration the pioneers left for the squad.
Heavy smoke, slow motion in the dark. Keep it burning. Walking through the vapor, eyes stained red. Steady moving. Paying dues to the old gods of the mic. True essence. Just a chill session of the bridge lamps. No stress. Streets are quiet, asphalt cooling under heavy boots. No blue sirens flashing, just a pulse of life. Navigating the grid like old paper maps. Tactical peace, maintain no weapons in our sight. Pass it around the ancient wisdom in the glass jar. Smooth like satin fabric, heavy like a lead weight. The entire crew stands firm, anchored deep in stone. We don't speak much today, the vibe says everything. Observing bridge lamps reflecting across the water. Remember the early days of the cardboard floor. Back when the break beat was the only written law. Now we carry the heavy torch through the haze, exhaling all the pressure of the daily work grind. Puritan, no filler inside these lungs. The midnight is a warm blanket for the wild, staying low to the ground, watching the world spin. Heavy smoke, slow motion in the dark. Keep it burning. Walking through the vapor, eyes stained red. Steady moving. dues to the old gods of the mic. True essence. Just a chill succession under bridge lamps. No stress, man.
Respect the architects. The foundation stays solid. Eyes low. Stay authentic. Drifting through the thick white fog of the block, my brain feels like a melted piece of lead. Keep it steady. The pavement ripples under my tattered sneakers. I smell the skunk before I see the dealer. Everything is moving in a slow motion blur. No stress, just the battle of the old muffler. My eyes are heavy, searching for a space to park my mind and leave the rat race. The sun is setting like a bruised beach, just beyond the reach of the law's claws. Feeling the funk deep in my marrow bones. Walking past the windows of the empty homes. I am a ghost in a zip-up hoodie. Everything is gray, but the grass is green. So just a vibe looking for a cosmic scene. Keep it hazy, let the mind go crazy. West side rolling, feeling purely lazy. Stay in the car. The rhythm is heavy, the world is messy. Breathe deep, do not let the system catch me. Keep it hazy, let the mind go crazy. West side rolling, feeling purely lazy. Stay in the car. The rhythm is heavy, the world is messy. Breathe deep, do not let the system catch me. Met her near the mirror of the screaming face. She looked like a hallucination in the sundress. She asked with a crooked grin. Sparked the flame, watched the paper turn to ash. We stood there, two psychos in a quiet trance. The brick wall started dancing a slow mambo. I felt my soul vibrating with the laughter. A strange peace in the world of jagged edges. She did not care about my rough exterior. We were both sinking in the same material. Falling deep, the air was thick, tasting like a wet lemon. She pulled a pack of papers from her pocket. The connection was instant, like a lightning strike, like a spark in a dry summer forest. We were two of a kind, lost in crime, spending our time inside the war rhyme. Keep it easy, let the mind go crazy. West side rolling, feeling purely lazy. Stay in the crowd, rhythm is heavy, the world is messy. Breathe deep, do not let the system catch me. Keep it easy, let the mind go crazy. West side rolling, feeling purely lazy. Stay in the crowd, rhythm is heavy, the world is messy. Breathe deep, do not let the system catch me. No names exchanged, just a vibe that is eternal. Walking through the haze, sharing one last bowl. The street lights look like giant mechanical eyes. Everything is distorted, but it makes perfect sense. She walked away into the thick gray mist, left the scent of jasmine and heavy skunk smoke. I am still here, stuck in beautiful madness. Just another vibe lost in the psychedelic sprawl. The encounter reached the reach, but the weight remains in my veins. I feel the buzz of her, still buzzing. She disappeared behind it. Swirling around in the west coast vortex. Check the levels on that bass. Yeah. Straight from the soil. Let me show you the blueprint. Yeah. Real play talk on. Sit back in the velvet bucket seat, selecting the flower with surgical precision. This ain't that budget garden variety. This is that heavyweight funk, break it down by hand. No grinders in the mob circle. Feel the resin on the fingertips, like counting fresh Gouda from the safe. Exposing the stems like a snitch. We don't tolerate no seeds in the game. The texture is thick, like a stack of hundreds in a rubber band.
Slow and steady wins the race. Tuck it tight for the long haul. Rolling up the wisdom. Keep the session in the pocket. Music in the air. That unbothered West Coast frequency.
Lay the leaf flat like a blueprint. Even distribution is the key to longevity. Don't rush the artistry. A veteran move requires patience. Seal it up with that natural adhesive. Licking the seam like an envelope full of tax-free profit. Dry fit, dry it out with the flame. Just a gentle pass for the structural integrity. Spark it up with a heavy thumb. The cherry is a bright signal to the rest of the neighborhood that the OGs currently occupy.
Slow and steady wins the race. Tuck it tight for the long haul. Rolling up the wisdom. Keep the session in the pocket. Music in the air. That unbothered West Coast frequency.
No canoeing allowed in this vehicle. Perfect circular ash. That's the sign of a professional. Take a pull of that vintage luxury. Class dismissed. Keep it sliding. Keep it sliding. Yeah. Smooth operation. Sit back in the velvet H seat, candy paint dripping like slow cooked syrup. My player Z handled the glass sizzle, sticky age grown in the backyard soil. We ain't talking much tonight, just the needle scratching that vintage wax. The game is sold, never told. Old school wisdom in a thick cloud. Look at the coast from the ridge age. The salt air mixes with the dank. No friction here, just heavy bass. Slide through the yay low profile. My leather smells like struggle of profit.
Coastal breeze and heavy lungs. Mobbing through the night, purely organic. Side and bond over the edge. Keep the rotation moving clockwise.
Move clockwise. I'm an architect of the hustle age, building mansions out of pennies and pride. Pass that butane torch over here. Flame is blue like the deep Pacific. Every puff is a tax-free dividend. My lungs feel like a fortified vault. Respect the veterans of the pavement. We don't chase, we just attract like a magnet. Chrome missile rims, 20 inches of undisputed history. The rhythm is the only law. Listen to the pocket, conversational flow, no stress included, just some OGs under the stars. Count blessings and breathing heavy.
Coastal breeze and heavy lungs, mobbing Just a little something for the soul. Keep your head on the swivel, head on the swivel. Independent, ever unbothered. Music, baby. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So much to be thankful for. Take a hit of this luxury living.
Yo, laying back in the vintage leather seat, wrapped in Versace silk, feeling the ocean breeze. Heavy bag of the stickiest organic green. Top shelf, only nothing less for the king. I look at the water from the balcony. Hard work turning to this peaceful reality. No more running from the sirens in the dark, just the sound of the waves and a quiet heart. My circle stayed small, my vision stayed clear. Counted every blessing, conquered every fear. The ice on my neck feels heavy but right. Grateful for the peace I found tonight. Handmade Italian shoes on the marble tile. It took a long time to crack the smile. I breathe in the smoke, exhale the stress. Looking at the view, feeling truly blessed. Pockets full of paper, spirit feeling light. Everything is smooth in the cool of the night. Grateful for the struggle that led to the prize. Watching the stars under West Coast skies. Loyalty is the only currency I trust. Turn the old rust into diamond and crusted dust. My brothers in the back, sharing the same wine. Appreciating the fact that we outran the time. No more looking over shoulders in the rain. We paid the tax and we survived the pain. Silk robes draped over my weary frame. The world knows the face, they respect the name. I pour a glass of the finest French grape. Thankful that we finally made the great escape from the concrete traps to the hills of green. Living out the parts of a movie scene. Every meal is a feast, every breath is a gift. Feeling the weight of the whole world shift. Nothing but gratitude in this platinum bowl. Peace in my mind and heat in my soul. Pockets full of paper, spirit feeling light. Everything is smooth in the cool of the night. Grateful for the struggle that led to the prize. Watching the stars under West Coast skies.
Just vibe with it. It's a beautiful life. Top shelf everything. Yeah. Stay grateful. Peace. Good night.
Needle drops. Boss. Talk. Episode. Also. Boot soles scraping the wet asphalt. Heavy wool smelling like fresh pine. Hand wrapped paper burning down slow. Exhale thick clouds over the brick. Moving with a very silent purpose. Eyes low from that purple intake. The block stays quiet under stars. Just me and the rotating black wax. Keeping our circle very tight now. No room for any new faces. We move like ghosts in dark. One light left in the hall. Leather seats and very deep bass. Grinding the herb with steady hands. This is how we hold fort. No words needed when beat hits. Blowing smoke. Keep it moving very steady. Spin the wax. The rhythm is our heavy armor. Feel the bass. Heavy heads not a two-way. Stay low. Perfect timing in the deep side smoke. Keep it moving very steady. Spin the wax. The rhythm is our heavy armor. Feel the bass. Heavy heads not a two-way. Stay low. Perfect timing in the deep silence. Crackle of a very vintage pressing. Snare hit like a lead pipe. Kick drum thumping in my chest. Passing the glass around the table. Loyalty is our only currency here. Watching the smoke rise in spirals. Everything feels heavy and just right. No noise from the precinct tonight. Just the soul of the horn, filtered through a very dirty mixer. Boot prints on the back stairs, checking the perimeter one last time. Stoic faces in the dim room, collecting thoughts before the morning light. The vibe is purely organic now, resting while the whole world sleep. Don't smoke, keep it moving very steady. Spin the wax, the rhythm is our heavy armor. Feel the bass, heavy heads nodding to it. Say low, perfect timing in the deep silent smoke. Keep it moving very steady. Spin the wax, home is our heavy armor. Feel the bass, heavy heads nodding to it. Say low, all rhyming in the deep silence. Keep it rotating. Oh, stay in the pocket. Organic smoke. Peace. Just like that. Down and just crack. They kick out to the gutter. Park the heavy Chevy, the engine still ticking hot. Wipe the grease from my palms on the raw denim. The block is a pressure cooker. Under the sun, state troopers circling the project like starving sharks. I keep the iron tucked, but the heart open, finally slide through the back door of the sanctuary. The air inside is thick with burnt sage and the sharp center snapper, frying in lard. My girl is hovering over the cast iron stove. She don't ask about the blood on my boots. She just hands me a plate piled with greens. The steam hits my face like the long apology. Plates clinking, red sauce staining the white ceramic. Real talk, small winds keeping the circle tight. Inhale the relief, exhale the way to pay. Just us and the smoke tonight. Forget the sirens, forget the debt collectors outside. This moment is the only acre we truly own. Pass the soul back and forth like fire. Keeping the circle tight. My brother sits across, eyes bloodshot and heavy. He talks about the cousin we lost last winter. How the hustle turns a man into a statue. How the zip code is a cage without bars. I passed the thick glass, amber liquid sliding down. We don't need a map to see the world, just the rhythm of the fan, cut in the silence. And the salt on the rim of the glass. We talk about the kids growing up too fast. How to keep their hands clean of the residue. The gold chain on the table looks like history, just heavy metal until we put it to use. Plates clinking, red sauce staining the white ceramic. Real talk, small winds keeping the circle tight. Inhale the relief, exhale the way to pay. Just us in the smoke tonight. Forget the sirens, forget the debt collectors outside. This moment is the only acre we truly own. Pass the soul back and forth like fire. Keeping the circle tight. The pepper is hot, the water is cold. The truth is a meal we eat together. No more looking over the shoulder for now. Just the hunger fading into wood and floor. Yeah. Just the smoke is just right. No need to on the beat. Let it ride out. Rest easy now. Yeah. West side of the map. Watch the day die. Just for a second. Park the Chevy under the bruised clouds. Lungs full of that heavy green medicine. Day shift was long, dodging the precinct. Now the sun is dipping behind hills. Sky looks like a fresh crime scene. Deep purple, bleeding into the ocean. I am a ghost in a nylon windbreaker. Count my blessings and my small bills. Feet on the dash, windows rolled down. Salt air mixing with the thick smoke. Finally the pressure starts to lift. Just for a minute the world is quiet. No sirens screaming, no tire screeching. Just the pulse of the engine cooling. Watching that fireball sink low, painting the palm trees pitch black.
Sky turning indigo, let the smoke fill the cabin. Sun going down, watching the fire in the clouds. Everything stands still, peace for a minute, then back to it.
I see a set of headlights creeping, left hand on wheel, right on iron. Paranoia is a permanent state of mind. Even when the horizon looks like scanning the ridge for the lawman or the young shooters looking for fame. My eyes are heavy, vision getting blurry. That sticky herb hitting the bloodstream. Color shifting from orange to deep bruise, like a fighter losing a 12-round bout. Thinking about the brothers in the cage, they do not see this transition. The way the light dies over water, the way the heat leads to asphalt. I take another drag, hold it in, expelling the stress with the carbon.
Sky turning indigo, let the smoke fill the cabin. Sun going down, watching the fire in the clouds. Everything stands still, peace for a minute, then back to it.
The night is coming like a jail sentence. Darkness closing in from the east side. But right now I am in the pocket, locked in the groove of the bass line. Vinyl crackling through the door speakers, trumpet blowing like a lonely warning. This is the only time I feel human, away from the hustle and the deck. Just me in the sunset, eyes narrow, respecting the beauty before it fades. Life is short, like a half-inch roach, gotta savor the flavor while it is lit. The sky is charcoal and burnt amber. The day is dead, bury it deep. I put the car in gear slowly, back to the trenches when the stars blink. Keep the rhythm moving, West Coast sinking into the dark. Deep purple, just a moment, then it's gone. Check the levels on the bass, yeah, just like that. Let me tell you something about the hustle. It never stops, just changing clothes. But right now, we're off the clock, in the cut. I slide the heavy Cadillac door shut. The velvet interior feels like a sanctuary. I got the windows cracked just a sliver. The night air is crazy, smelling of salt. This is where the blueprint gets drafted. No interruptions from the youngsters or the law, just the low vibration of the cooling radiator. I'm the architect of my own silence, adjusting the seat to a precise 45 degrees. The neighborhood is a map only I can read. I see the high wattage lamps illuminating the asphalt, calculating the skrillage from the morning shift, keeping my eyes on the rear view just by habit. But tonight the heat is elsewhere. I'm anchored in the pocket of the groove, safe from the noise of the bottom feeders.
This is the reservoir for the weary veteran,
My sanctuary,
away from the grind and the greens.
in the cut,
Just the smell of pine and the heavy bass.
the midnight reservoir.
Charging the battery for the next play.
Yeah, I'm grinding the herb until it's like fine silk folding the paper into a perfect wooden canoe. The spark provides the only warmth I require. watching the thick fog roll over the bridge. I've been doing this since the tape deck era. Longevity is the only trophy I recognize. A sip of something dark and expensive to finish. My vocabulary is elevated above the standard street talk, adding that extra age to my daily percentage. The youngsters are looking for the knowledge, but they move too fast to catch the rhythm. You gotta let the game marinate like a steak. I stay unbothered by the envy in the atmosphere. My heart rate is steady as a metronome. One more pull before I put the car in drive. The king of the hill, even if it's just a parking lot.
The reservoir for the weary parent,
My sanctuary.
away from the grind and ingredients.
In the cut.
Just the smell of pine and the heavy bass.
The midnight reservoir.
Charging the berry for the next play.
Yeah. Keep it smooth. Don't let the game play you. In the cut. Stay independent. Stay focused. The reservoir. We out.